that last row to get mined, maybe? Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. There you go. Come on, miner, do your work. Doesn't really matter, I can just add to the stockpile later, but I like to do it in one go. It feels better, somehow. So your dwarves will not come and take the rock out of a stockpile that you designate. It's not like a shop, because for the shop, they need to move the stuff out of the way to actually build the shop. But the stockpile is just space that's been allocated to something. That's where stuff of a certain type will get put. But yeah, so we're going to build a huge... maybe it's too big. We'll about quarter this place. So 1/4 will be finished goods. 1/4 will be furniture. What else do we want to put up here? We could put wood. That's not a terrible idea. We don't need as much for wood, though, because it's not as critical. This is just going to be a convenience factor for our carpenters. Anything else we need a lot of? Not really. Okay, so we're going to build a 2x2 wood. We'll build a small animal thing, which actually has no empty spaces right now, but that's okay. We won't really need it right now. Graveyard, no. Stone, no. Gems. Oops, did I fuck up on the animal one? There we go. Gems, not bad. We'll set some gem stockpile here. Again, we don't need much because it's not going to go to waste. This is just convenient so that it's closer to our workshops, because those things will just be sitting around anyway. We'll do a small one for leather. Well, not as small. This one we need a little bit bigger because we want to make sure that once the leather gets created, it'll probably get processed in the bags pretty quick. I don't know. We'll do a 4 wide. A little ammo. Not much. A little cloth. And I'm going to leave a lot of space for bar and block. It's actually not a very high priority object, but I use it as an OCD way to clear things up. Basically, you can tell one of your people, oh look at that, they bring all this stuff in, makes me happy. You can tell one of your dwarves to carve stone, like just the big boulders that are kicking around, into blocks. And there's a few advantages to it. One, stuff made out of block tends to be higher quality than stuff made out of just a stone to start off with. So that's always nice. The other thing is you can stack like 15 blocks in one square. No, you can build bins. Okay, your carpenter can build wooden bins, and then you can put like 15 objects in those, including the blocks. So you end up really clearing a shit ton of space. In fact, that is what I'm going to have this carpenter get started on ASAP. Start building that. We're going to have one of my masons start building doors like crazy, because we're going to want lots of doors. We're going to need more beds soon too. So let's build beds here, and we'll see if we've got a couple of carpenters. Now, that will take one of my miners off the job, because the masonry is his work, but that's okay. So, who's not working? Now, are you guys still considered immigrants? We'll see. You are a jeweler? Well, that's not really high priority for me right now, although, you know, the gem stuff, and we'll give you gem setting as well, plus the various crafts, that would be kind of useful. So, although that's still not going to make you busy unless you're hauling something. What do we really want? We want to make sure there's another carpenter. Rock door, wooden bin, dig. Mr. Weaver. You are going to pick up carpentry. And crossbow making, because why not? Not that I have any of that job, but now both carpentry shops should be going. Now the unskilled guy, the one who didn't have that job already, he didn't have that job listed because he doesn't have any skill for it. He's going to be quite slow, he's going to make low quality goods, but that's okay. That being, excuse me, that being said, I think they may not be working yet, because I think they may still have immigrant status. Okay, we're going to start building out this room, because I want to build have an indoor meeting room at this point. We don't have any meeting space at all, and there's some issues with that. You know what? We also want... we're going to need some tables, but I suppose that will have to wait. I don't know, we kind of really do need the tables. I guess... There we go. I don't know if I have two masons around. So I've queued up different jobs. So I've got both carpentry shops queued up with jobs, both mason shops queued up with jobs. Looks like I've got both carpentry shops working there. So from the left, you've got mason, mason, carpentry, carpentry. Then it's butcher shop, tanner, leatherworker. In case you're wondering, I have no idea if anyone's watching this anymore. Like, I understand if you're not. Don't worry about it. It's a little esoteric, but man, it's so fun when you're playing. And again, maybe think of this, if you were ever interested in seeing Dwarf Fortress, because I was, and I tried playing it, and I just lost it. I had no idea what I was doing. It's a very complicated game, and eventually I found a tutorial for it that really helped me out. So I think we had videos, if I had a video like this that I'd found, and there probably are some on YouTube, but I don't know. At the time, I didn't find any or whatever. It would have really helped me play the game. Although, I'm not really explaining the method behind my madness in all cases here. So that's possibly bad, but oh well. So I have one... Oh, no one idle. That's good. Well, a lot of people are probably just hauling stuff, but that's okay. That's not terrible. You can see my warehouses here have started to fill up. I got some doors, some beds, table. Good, looking good. Okay, we're actually going to install some doors on our meeting hall here. We're going to make it quite lavish. Probably more lavish than needs to be. Oops, sorry for the noise. Early on here. Not bed. Build a door, yes. Put it there, and then you get to choose what your door is made of. All my doors are stone. I actually have quite a bit of doors kicking around. So we're going to have some nice double doors here, looking very sexy, plus the one side door. So no traffic jams. And that's good. So now we got some tables. I don't know how many tables we got kicking around, but I am going to start decorating my, this is going to be my meeting room. So where am I going to put these tables to look nice? I guess I'll put it here. That's my only table, so that's all we got for now. But they're being constructed, so that's good. Okay, build workshop. We want a still here. And we want a kitchen. Would that be K? No. What's kitchen? Z. Okay, sure. Build me a kitchen. And stockpile of food is going to be here and here. But I'm going to go and... Oh, it's actually considered two stockpiles. That's kind of annoying, probably. As long as I don't forget that. So I'm going to go into the food here, and I'm going to unselect seeds from this. No seeds will get placed here. It's interesting that drink, cheese don't show up there. I don't know. So the reason I don't want any seeds there is because I'm going to have my food stockpile up top near my farms collect all the seeds. Food. And forbid the seeds. There we go. So we'll only have actual edibles down here. Near my kitchen, my still, and my meeting hall. My meeting hall, which only has one table right now, but it will soon have more. I guess, whoops, I'm also going to need some chairs, which I will do out of... So you can build wooden chairs, and they'll be called chairs, or you can build them out of stone, in which case they'll be called thrones. They're identical in terms of functionality, but, you know, I'm sure these dwarves are going to like sitting on thrones. They're identical in terms of functionality, but depending on what kind of materials they're made out of and the skill of your workmen, you know, one can be more appealing than the other. Okay, so now that I've got a table and my doors there, I'm going to make this a dining room. I'm going to fill this all up, so that is going to be a dining room. Enter. And I'm also going to tell this to be a meeting hall. So it's a dining room and meeting hall. So now any idle dwarves will congregate here. They will relax, spend some time here, have fun here. Also, any new immigrants that come in will make their way to the meeting hall and hang out here while they wait for their their immigrant flag to go away. So their immigration papers, their green paper, or green card. Yeah.